Lovely little bream.
First of many. Here we go, slightly bigger than the last one. And all of a sudden there's 3 fish in the space of about 5 minutes. First hound of the session. Sort of, mate. Oh, that's a fish. Oh. Oh. Hound on, dude. 1 bream, 1 starry female.
Bad, man.
Beauty. Fish on the feed. Yeah. On the light, that's the best way to go. Good on it. So very much like my mackerel video that I did a couple of weeks ago, that video followed up a Christchurch and District doubles league match. So I fished the match on the Monday, caught a load of fish and thought, ooh, I'm going to go back there on the Tuesday and film. So last night I found myself fishing Milford Shingle Bank for a Christchurch and District club match, and I caught some beautiful bream, half a dozen beautiful bream, and a couple of stonking hounds, and I thought, I'm going to go back there and carry my cameras with me. So here I am, Milford Shingle Bank, Tuesday the 18th of June, 24 hours after my huge victory in the Christchurch and District Doubles League. And Darren and I weighed in 20 pounds and 1 ounce for a convincing victory. Yeah, smashed it basically. But it was just great fun. So we had a sort of at 7:30 till 9, the match started at 7:30 and through to about 9, about an hour and a half of really good fishing. There's a lovely bit of tide running, there wasn't too much weed around, and we had some beautiful bream up to sort of just under £1.5, well 1.6 I think was the best one, and a couple of decent hounds, a 7.7, a 7.15, and it was just brilliant, really enjoyable. And I was like, well, what's the #1 rule of fishing, guys? Go where the fish are. Plan is super simple. 1 rod on bream, 2nd rod on hounds/rays. There was a couple of decent undulates caught last night as well. That would be lovely to bump into one of those. The bream rig, however, because I was fishing a match last night, which was a 1 rod only, and I wanted to do a little bit of everything, my bream rig, I've just hung a big hook on the bottom, basically. So it's that same old 3-hook flapper. You know me, if it's not a 3-hook flapper, it's a Bagnall bar. With size 2 wormers, my little pink pop-up, whatever colour you want really, you know me, love a bit of pink. And same on the middle snood, size 2 wormer. And then down the bottom of my rig down here, I've got a bit of my favourite Maxima Chameleon and just a much larger hook on there. That's a size 1 Gamakatsu F314. Not a hook I use a lot of, but a fantastic hook and one of our bigger sellers. So I thought, do you know what? It's about time I gave them a go, really. So on the bream hooks, it's going to be dead simple. I'm going to use inch of ragworm and a little cube of mackerel. And the bottom, we're going to whack a crab bait. Here's my partner in crime for the evening. Hang on, do seconds. Let me get you a microphone and then I shall introduce you. Should we swap sides because you're downhill?
It makes me look even smaller.
And I look like a freakish giant. I'm joined today by my good friend Sergeant. Yes, Stephen Rathbone.
Hi.
He's come down today because, well, we were going to go to Southbourne, weren't we? That was your original plan. You're like, Tom, I want to catch some rays. Yeah. Right, let's go down to Southbourne and catch some rays. And then the match last night was a little bit too good to ignore, wasn't it? So.
Yeah, I should have come down really.
Yeah, you should have come down the match, and then we could have done Southbourne and killed 2 birds with 1 stone. But we're going to hit some hounds and some bream, and you've got strict instructions from your good lady, haven't you?
Yes.
Bream for dinner.
Yeah, some bream for dinner. So
he's going to be here till next Thursday if he doesn't catch anything. You might have noticed he has a beard. Everybody I fish with, it's like if you have to fill out an application form to fish with me, 1 question: do you have a beard?
Good beard, is it?
A trimmed beard. Yeah.
Slightly ginger.
I'm not old enough to grow one, obviously. Yet. I'm still on bum fluff. So your plan today? You've got the 2-rod approach as well.
Yeah. So we'll stick with a sort of more Conti setup. Definitely start with on the breams.
Yeah, absolutely. And because there's not a lot of weed around, which means you can fish a bit lighter, which is nice.
I think I've got a proper rod there as well. Probably send that out a bit later.
Sorry, stop. A proper rod. We'll edit that bit out.
No. You know, you get the multiply, put it down the butt, and you have a good cast.
Multiply? I'll Google that. Yeah. I think I remember what they were. Back in the day, I'm joking. I mean,
the fish aren't far out here, so you don't have to fish heavy. When you haven't got the weed, you can
later on tonight, if the tide stops like it did last night, then I'm whacking it.
Yeah.
It's one of those weird venues. We were talking about this in the shop moment. It's one of the weird venues. It can be killed by way too much tide.
Yeah.
But if you come down here and there's no tide, you won't catch fish. So we're just always looking for that happy medium, just want that little bit of tide to get the fish feeding.
Yeah, you can see where it's where it shelves off, gets a bit deeper. You can see the water's moving. So, you know, fish
and you can
on
sort of see the tide lines coming
Yeah.
across and that sort of thing as well. So, just sort of chasing the tide in and out, really. Really looking forward to tonight. I really am. I really want to get into a couple of hounds again because they're just way too much fun. And I love bream fishing, so it's two of my favourite things.
That'll be good. No, especially with those light rods, it'll be good to get into a nice hound.
Yeah, you got the Tonics Competition ST, haven't you?
yeah.
Which is a beautiful soft rod.
Got the HC and the SC with me.
That thing is going to hoop over with bream on.
Yeah, it'll be good. Be nice.
Yeah. Let's go smash some fish.
Good. All right, mate.
So that's my partner for the evening. Rather than Beardy Darren, or Beardy Kim, or Beardy Liam, I've got Beardy Steve. We're going to have a little chat with Steve later about something called the England Talent Pathway, the Junior Talent Pathway. Probably just got that title wrong, which he is heading up this year. So he is running something called the Talent Pathway, which is basically an opportunity for youngsters. If you've got a budding youngster, or if you are a budding youngster, or you have kids who are really into fishing, and they fancy maybe learning a little bit more, and maybe learning from a top match angler like Steve, or heavens above, think me, then we are going to run a couple of days later on in the month at Lymington Clubhouse, where you can come down and we'll teach you stuff. There'll be fun games to play. They'll be learning a little bit of casting, a little bait presentation, learning how to tie rigs and all this sort of thing. It's going to be a fantastic event. We'll put more details up later, and we'll also have a little bit chat with Steve later about it as well. Right, that's the bream baits done. Super simple stuff. Inch of ragworm, nice sort of cube of mackerel there. I've been quite generous with the size of mackerel on that bit. And the bream I was catching last night were, I say, of a reasonable size. So a sort of a centimetre square piece, possibly slightly larger than that, in fact. That's that bit, that's the bream bit. That's nice and simple. Slight change. Very excited for the smooth hounds though, because I've managed to get some spider crabs. They are molting this week, they are peeling. So here we go. Here is a spider crab. This is a soft, squidgy, jelly spider crab. They are quite possibly the most disgusting things ever. The hounds love them. Had both my hands last night on these, and one crab. They're huge. You got all these legs as well, which you can use. One crab, you get about 8-10 baits out of that really easily. Amazing things. There's no real beautiful, wonderful presentation way with these. It's just a case of hack off a lump, get your two-pronged baiting tool or whatever tool you particularly fancy using, stick it on your bait, on your hook, and whack a load of bait elastic around it. Because these things get frozen down as jellies, rather than sort of peelers, as it were. They're just super simple, straight out the bag, chop it up. There's no peeling, no prep or anything to do with them. So just whip it up. And there we go. Plenty of hook showing. And that's a beautiful bit of a softy peeler spider crab. That's exactly what I had my hounds on last night. First bait's in the water. Because we've got a fair bit earlier than we started the match yesterday. We've just got the first bit of the flood tide going. The last bit of the flood tide going, which means the tide is pushing really hard right to left. In theory, in about sort of 30-40 minutes or so, that should then ease. And then as the tide changes on the first bit of the ebb, there's when the fish will feed. Steve's getting out the proper rod already. I knew he'd buckle.
So, Tom, this is what we call a proper rod.
A proper
From South Coast, definitely.
I don't think my arms are man enough for that, sir.
You'll manage it.
And what's this thing called then?
That would be a multiplier.
It's a multiplier.
Indeed.
Yeah, and how does that, where's the bail arm?
You just got to imagine one.
Just imagine one.
Yeah.
Got it. And where's the rest of your rod? There's like nothing below the rod here.
Well, see, you got one of them as well. It's called a reducer. Stick one of those in, and you got nice, comfortable wind in as well.
So your reducer actually extends it. It's the worst named product in fishing, isn't it?
Technically, yes, I do give you that one. Yeah.
Fair play, mate. Any Fish Anywhere Tournament Match Pro Mark II.
Yeah.
At least you picked a goodie, matey.
Absolutely.
It's a lovely rod, isn't it?
I love it. Yeah.
Do you know what? It's actually pretty slim. It's got a lovely tip on it.
It's not even heavy.
As hell, is it?
Like the 525 is a bulky reel.
Oh, it's heavy compared to mine. It was. No, it's not, mate. It's a lovely bit of kit.
It is.
Give Jules his credit. He knows how to make a rod, doesn't he? Right, you get with that. Go on. Get with that. Stupid toys.
I'm going to catch a fish with it.
I'm going to stick with my proper rod. My mangles and my three-piece floppy sticks. Whoosh! There you go, Stevie, casting to France. Show off. Bite. First bite of the session. There we go, look. At last, the tide has eventually stopped. It carried on for ages. I've just had a nice couple of strong pull downs on that rod. Here we go, dropping a bit slack now. Right, let's see if this has got a fish on or not. A little bit of weight. It's not a hound. Hopefully a bream. It's a bream. It's a little one. Not quite the same as I was catching yesterday, but it's a bream. First bream of the session, and it's a little babber. So having promised Steve enormous bream, that's probably not quite what he wanted to see.
It was definitely a fish on to start with. I come back from that cast and it was slack, and I just saw a couple of taps.
Fish on.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it's going all over there, look.
Yeah, feed it now.
There we go, look.
On the bream, look at that.
Double, oh, it's a dog as well.
Told you there'd be a dogfish.
You promised me you'd catch a dog. Well, it's a better bream than I caught. Well done, matey. That's a nice bream, that.
A lovely little bream.
First of many.
Hopefully.
So that's two in the space of a couple of minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Just come on the feed. So
that tide state must be.
let's go fish hard for an hour and a half, shall we?
Yeah.
Oh, there's fish. Oh, we're on. Yeah, there we go, fish on. There we go, slightly bigger than the last one. But all of a sudden, that's 3 fish in the space of about 5 minutes, so they're on the feed. Ooh, let's get it back. I think Steve's got a hound. I've not even got a rod in the water. How disorganised am I? Hound, you reckon? All right, let me just quickly chuck this out and then I'm coming down. What are we thinking, Steve? What are we thinking?
Well, the way the rod's hooped over and started taking a bit of line, I'd like to hope it's a hound. After a few little dives further out,
it suddenly goes mental about,
yeah.
Oh, I've got a fish on as well now, look.
It's all going off.
You reckon better bream?
It's kicking more like a bream rather than a hound.
Yeah, nice bream.
Ah.
I see on the pink pop up.
Yeah, well that's it. You know, what you say goes, mate, and there's fish on. So
well done, buddy. That's a beauty again.
Great.
And the fish on the right hand rod. Come on, fish, 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 fish. I love this. You sort of winkle through a few bream, catching a few lovely fish. And then every now and again, in between the bream, something hoops over and slams down, and you've got a hound on. So there's always that little bit of excitement every time you see the rod twitch. Is it going to be this one? Is it going to be this one? The answer to this one is no, but you know. Right. Let's get it in. See what flavour it is. Don't want to talk about it. Let's bring this one in anyway. Let's see what's on here. A bream. A breamy bream. Thank you, Steve. You probably didn't hear that, but Steve very kindly just asked me if I'm on pest control. I'll take out all the small bream for him to catch the big ones. You know, he's my guest, so it's only polite of me. Steve's into something. He's not calling bream or hound. It's a fish, he says. He just doesn't know what it is yet. Right shape, wrong colour. Does it go woof by any chance, Stephen? Yeah. It's either a PB bream or a hound. That's the only problem with these stiff rods. You got no fun out of it.
It's got bloody fluorocarbons on it. It's worked.
Oh.
Could be a problem.
So it's taking your bream rig?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's a hound. Well done, Steve. There she is. It's where it drops off really deep. They're really hard to land. Woo, well done, matey. There you go, buddy. First hound of the session.
Yeah, lovely fish.
Well done, mate. It's nice of me to let you have all the big fish today, isn't it?
Yeah, thanks for that.
I'm a good
you
host.
invited me out rather than me inviting you out.
Well done, mate. Yeah, give us your rod and you can go stick her back. Ridiculously lively things.
What do you reckon, like 4 or 5?
Yeah, I'd give you 4 or 5 for that. Lovely, mate. Oh,
I think you're in some.
my drag seems to be peeling off. Have a rod. Ooh. Oh, that's a fish. No shadow of a doubt. Oh, 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 hound on, Steve. There's me thinking it was a bream, so just clamp the drag down, let it rip. These things are so angry down here. Has that gone over the top of my other line, or has it gone under? Might have got away with it, might have gone under. Ooh. It's gone miles down there. Right, let's go for a walk, shall we? Come on, baby. Where is it? Oh, that's a nice one. I think I got a double shot. Yeah, there was a bream and a hound. Woo! Yes, thank you, Stephen.
Lovely, Gary.
Ooh, what a giant. Oh my God. Hold your fish, Thomas. Oh, just slapped me in the nuts. Oh. Right, if I can possibly get grip on my fish. There we go. One bream, one starry smooth hound. Usually the spots.
Great effort.
Beauty. Thanks for landing that, matey.
Right, mate.
Oh, you got another one. Good man. Hey, hound on. It's stunning, isn't it? Yeah. I just love summer. Summer evenings like this. Barely a breath of wind now. It's dropped right off, isn't it, again? And it's mild. The fish are hungry. There she is. We'll bring it back here. Oh, way! Just such angry fish. Love them. Turn around, bring them this way. They've just got too much depth right there, haven't they? Yeah. It's like they're still in control of you. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There we are.
Yeah, they're definitely in good shape, aren't they?
They're lovely fish, aren't they? Yeah. Well done, mate. Fish on the feed.
Rod as well,
on the light rod, that's the best way of catching them.
Cheers.
Well done, mate. Oh, oh. Yep. Fish on. That was good timing. Literally just got back from releasing yours. Oh, I thought I dropped it then. I think it's just swimming towards me. I hope it's just swimming towards me. Can't be dropping fish on camera now, can I? Can't have Steve beat me. I'm inviting him here again. Yeah, it doesn't feel particularly big. Yeah, it's a hound, just not a particularly big one. So that's only a little one. There we go. Hound number 4 for the sesh. Although Steve is now thrashing me on size of hounds and bream. There we go. Only a little one. Still a bag of fun though. Any hound's a good hound, right? Right, straight back. See you later, mate. See you when you're £10. Oh, blimey. I think that's a fish. I can't believe I may have forgot to set my drag there. Amateur hour. And that's how easily that can happen. I was only a yard away from my rod, otherwise the whole lot was going over and we were in trouble. Oh. What's happened there? Dropped it. Oh. Oh, it snapped me off. Damn it. Well, there's the incriminating snood. Probably not going to be able to see this on camera, obviously, but it's all scuffed and pitted up there. So it's either rubbed on something on the seabed, possibly spider cut. Doesn't feel like spider cut, if it might have even been the snood that I had that last hound on, and they can really wrap up and scuff your snood. So bit of amateur fishing by me. You should always check your snoods after catching a fish like a hound. Even dogs, rays, that sort of thing, they can damage your snoods. Me and my excited childishness just threw another bait on it and cast it back out and paid the price. I mentioned earlier on about the talent pathway that Steve is heading up this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the basic concept is if you've got a youngster who is dead keen on fishing, or you're a youngster yourself, and you want to maybe look into taking that next step, fancy having a little dabble at match fishing, or just want to hone your skills a little bit, learn a little bit more from some from top anglers and coaches. Yeah,
that's the plan. I mean, so the Angling Trust England Talent Pathway, it's August the 17th and 18th, so it's a 2-day event. The 17th is down at Lymington Clubhouse, where it will be mainly classroom-based theory lessons with some show and tell and explanations. Most of that will go into a lot of in-depth of the match scene fishing across sort of definitely the south coast of England, and then all the way into the continent, looking at Ireland for the juniors this year, and then later on in the year it will be Spain for the youths and seniors.
Yeah, so I mean, so the goal to this really is to find youngsters out there good enough to fish for their country, isn't it?
Absolutely,
to pull on the 3 lions and.
Yeah. That's the dream. That's the bite. I think.
But we'll ignore that. We'll ignore the fish. But equally, I mean, you know, it's fish topping over there. I keep getting distracted by fish. Sorry. Equally, even if you're sort of not quite ready for that sort of step into a sort of major league match fishing, still come along.
It's there for development.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
You know, the future of our country's fishing is in younger people. Definitely, and it is getting those people to come to these sort of events and learn, develop.
Absolutely.
You know, we're not expecting people to turn up and be completely competitive straight away, although I'm sure there's people out there that just haven't been found yet. And if you are one of those people, please do get in touch with us. And to do that, you just have to get onto the Angling Trust website, follow it through to the England Talent Pathway.
Put some links in the description down below.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll see you there. I mean, the Sunday is going to be actually where we're stood now at Milford Shingle Bank. We'll be straight through this stretch here, having
potentially catching fish like we've just been catching.
Rounds of breams. Probably by then it'll be sort of getting into garfish.
Could be all sorts, little
bass and stuff. So it'll be mega a couple of days.
It's going to be brilliant.
Sort of bring the juniors through and developing people.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, having been lucky enough to be along to a few of these in the past with the kids, it's couple of guarantees. I can say you're guaranteed to enjoy it and you're guaranteed to improve your fishing.
Yeah,
it's only a couple of days, but the amount of knowledge that is going to be on hand. England internationals from all sorts of levels, isn't there, going to be there to help out,
and then the people that will be there as well.
Yeah,
and there's some of the old hands that have sort of retired it down to me, or the likes of me. They'll be around as well, so it'll be a hell of a lot of experience.
Yeah,
and it's not to go amiss.
No, and the cost is
nothing.
Free.
Get yourself there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so there might be some goodies as well.
There might be some goodies. There might even be a buffet.
Absolutely, there'll be some food.
You've made sure of that. But no, seriously, link will be in the description. It's going to be a fantastic couple of days. If you've got a youngster that's dead keen on fishing, bring them along.
Yeah. And if you can't find the Angling Trust website or through the link, get hold of Tom or get him hold himself.
Yeah.
Social medias.
Yeah, jump onto the shop or something and we'll point in the right direction.
Cool. Cheers.
Right, having just lost that big fish, I'm going to lick my wounds and go home. Are you going to stay for a little bit?
Yeah, I'm going to stay on for a little bit longer.
You've got an undulate in you.
Yeah, I mean, chasing a ray, but I'll probably give it to about 11, so about another.
Yeah, what time are we now?
It's just after 10.
Just after 10, so I've had a fantastic couple of. I didn't get going quite as early as I'd hoped.
Yeah.
It waited till about, sort of 8-ish?
Yeah, probably about that, wasn't it? Yeah. But just before 8 o'clock.
Yeah, just before 8 o'clock. And then we had that, again, just that mad sort of, all the bream feed,
couple of hours.
Couple of dogs.
Yeah.
4 hounds landed.
Yeah, 4 landed.
We won't talk about that one.
Yeah, one escaped.
Although one of mine was little Baba.
Yeah.
Actually, you beat me on the bream size and the hound size. So say goodbye to everyone, because it's the last time you're ever going to be on my video.
Beginner's luck, isn't it? Yeah.
Behave. But I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I've had a lovely evening.
It's been cracking, yeah.
I just love these summer evenings catching things like bream and hounds. You just can't beat it, can you?
No, it's been great. Yeah,
Get out there, give it a go whilst the weather's good, guys.
Absolutely.
See you later.
Cheers.